So a little less than ideal. Me and the wife come home from work the other day, and right about here used to sit my wife's neon SRT4, and it is now here. Apparently somebody was coming down the road flying. Don't know if they missed the turn or messed up or whatever, and they have completely killed her car, and it is now wrapped around these beautiful guide wires that run into our yard and killed the fence to my backyard. So we are waiting on a tow truck to try to come get us out of this situation and get it down to the shop so we can see if there's anything salvageable. Looking under the hood, it broke the intake manifold. One of the cam gears on the other side looks like it's hit the strut tower so hard it's broke the cam gear in half. So not sure if there's going to be much worth keeping off of it, but we'll get it to the shop and we'll find out. We just got to try to look at the positives. It was extremely close to hitting the house. So I'm glad that whoever did this didn't end up in our house or our neighbor's house that's really close. And, you know, this little thing maybe had to give up so the neighbor's Harley could live back here. So we'll get this thing to the shop and we'll figure this out. Poor little pepper dogger is not happy. There's a fence post under the rear subframe that's keeping us off, so we're gonna have to lift the car up and over it. Fun times. Well, we got it down to the shop here, and after looking this thing over, I don't know if we'll end up trying to get it back from the insurance company or not. Maybe the transmission survived, which would be nice because this one doesn't have the dreaded third gear grind in it. But yeah, intake manifold's done, obviously. Here you can see the cam gear just kind of disappears, so there's the other part of it down in there. It has cracked the block. There is no more oil in the motor, and obviously most of the body's pretty wrecked on this deal. It did hit hard enough to jam the doors together, and then it also popped the dash cap off, which this one is not cracked. That would be another thing that we'd like to save. The interior in this car's, you know, fairly decent. It needs to be cleaned up, but yeah, unless we can get it back stupid cheap to where it makes it worth where we just rebuilt the turbo and did some of the electronics and stuff in here, I don't really think there's much worth saving. So we'll see what the insurance company says on that, and maybe we'll strip this thing down. But at this point, it's looking like we're just going to write this deal off and look for another one. Really big bummer is these tires don't even have 150 miles on it. So that would be another good score if we get it back cheap enough. So yeah, so I think we're pretty well done expending a whole lot of energy on this thing. So we are going racing next weekend, so it's time to get the Fox body ready to go to the track. So we'll get the engine oil changed in the wife's daily, and then we will go in here and get to work on this Fox body. Stay tuned.